Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, July 11th, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been a great day so far. I'm in a really good place and excited for a productive session. So, today I'm back in the groove time wise, which makes an enormous difference as far as the productivity of sessions goes, the general momentum I feel that I have with my musical goals, etc. So, that is really like a very foundational thing, and I won't say that I'm happy that yesterday was a rough session, but I think it's I guess I needed to be reminded of that, or it's helpful to be reminded of that, and I think that I'm stronger today as a result of that. So it's a bummer to take losses, but sometimes that's what it takes to really get the W's in the future. So today's going to be a good session. We're going to hit some online classes, works more through the music business class. I'm sort of like doing a high level scan of that class. I'm going to come back as I go through this album production process and hit all the small picture stuff a little later, just so I have a big picture idea what's going on. I'm going to hit the songwriting class. Probably I'll update you guys with what's going on there. I'm going to do a drum practice, probably keep that relatively light here, just kind of readjusting to the old kit but set up in a new way, and possibly do some research on buying a new drum brain for these guys to get some more nuanced sounds for the record. And then I'm going to get it on the production front and start to put together some fills and stuff like that for the second verse of the tune, so that when I go to track the drums soon, I'll know rhythmically like what all the content and ideas are going to be. It may end up being too much stuff. I may end up editing some stuff out, but that's fine. I do like to get all my ideas out in front of me, and then I can feel like I can pick and choose and be a little more judicious once it's outside of my head. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll talk you guys through as much as I can as we go. Let's get into it. All right, really good session overall. Definitely a step in the right direction. Probably not quite to the level of focus that I would like, but it was, it was pretty close. So, going to make some adjustments going forward. I think within the session, I often have a plan for how much time I'm going to spend on each thing, and there's definitely times and places to deviate from that, but I think I should try to stay as close to that as humanly possible, because that's what's going to make sure that I keep track of the big picture and stay focused on the things that matter most, because there's so many things that I want to do musically, and so many places I want to improve, and so many things I want to get better at and understand, that it's easy for me to spread myself a little too thin sometimes, and then end up at the end of the session with not enough time to make like legitimate significant progress on my songs. So good lesson there. But got in on the online class front, and I think I'm getting definitely like a little bit ahead in the class of where I am right now, so I'm considering maybe just pausing that for a while and just focusing on the harmony class a little bit more, and maybe coming back to the business class when I'm done with this record and ready to just like hit it super hard. Um, I don't know. I'll think about that. Let you guys know what I decide. Then I got into my harmony class and was just learning about colors outside the key. Again, it's reinforcing what I was talking about in the last video, or 2 videos ago, about common chord substitutions in major keys. Basically, you can replace most major chords with minor chords, or dominant chords, and most um, major chords with dominant chords or minor chords, and it's still going to sound like close enough to the harmony of your overall song, not to like weird people out too much. So really interesting. Some hit songs with chords outside the key would be like Higher Ground by Stevie Wonder, and let's see, Give Me Some Lovin' by the Spencer Davis Group, that kind of stuff. So from there, I got into a good drum practice. I'm really happy with the new setup. I guess it's not the new setup, it's the old setup, but it's the new version of the old setup, and I'm really happy with it. It's just a lot easier to play for some reason with these pedals and these drums. It's just the volume control's a little easier. I feel like I either have a little more rebound or a little less rebound, so it's just a little easier on my hands and joints and stuff. And I just have years of experience playing on this kit, so that helps. I think my body is just used to it. So that was really great. I'm enjoying that. And then took a short break, did a little bit of reading, and then got it on the production front. I was just listening back to the song as a whole, and it's really good to get some critical distance. I don't think I had listened to it in a few days, which is a long time for me, and it's great. I think the overall emotional impact of the song is there as far as like structure and harmony and like the foundation goes. So I'm happy that I did a good job with that. Filling out the details now is like a little bit more of a question mark. I was listening back to some of the horn fills that I'm doing in the first verse, and I'm definitely wondering if it's like a little too much. But it's really hard to evaluate that until you have the entire arrangement in place. So I think what I'm going to do is just flesh it out with this style that I'm going for right now, keep it pretty intricate, and then maybe scale things back. I mean, I can also scale those horn fills back in the mix so that they're a little bit less distracting. That could be a good like middle ground approach, so I'll think about that. But for now, they're sounding good. I'm just tweaking them a little bit, and then I wanted to get into the second verse horn fills today, or just think about what I might do there, and I just sort of didn't make enough time for that, so that was kind of a bummer. So good takeaway there is just stay tight during the session as well as outside sessions, and timing is everything, man. Timing is just, wow, it is so important. What has a bigger impact on our lives than managing our time? It's pretty amazing. Just hit me hard. So hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals. Hopefully you got something out of today's video. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns as usual, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more. Till then.